Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Quick Hits with Pat and Diggs, brought to you by Mybookie.ag. Got us a ticker, promo code PAT. 100% match on your deposit up to $1,000.
It's not getting ridiculous.
Would be a real shame Wednesday.
Oh, it's my favorite day. Would be a real shame if you won the greatest raffle in the history of raffles on October 16th. Whenever you purchase the documentary, Pat McAfee, professional baseball player, from PatMcAfeeShow.com. Pre-order October 7th, $333. Release date October 10th, $5. Get it while it's hot. The greatest raffle in the history of raffles. The greatest comedic sports documentary in the history of sports documentaries.
Well said.
Would be a real shame if you won that. Would be a real shame if you picked job shadowing Nick Moraldo over 2 Super Bowl tickets.
That'd be a real shame.
2 World Series tickets. 2 WrestleMania tickets. Movement watching sunglasses. A Lisa mattress. $1,000 free play at MyBookie. An Adam Vinatieri game worn jersey signed. A bat signed by me from the game.
I think that's it.
It would be a real shame.
It would. Well
Sorry,
said.
that was a little plug.
No, yeah, you gotta get it.
When it comes to the NFL, though, it would be a real shame if Lev Bell comes back and wins the MVP. Would be a real shame if that happens.
Would hate that.
Would hate that. Would hate it.
That.
Hate it.
Would be a real shame if the NFL continued not to care about player safety or the fans having fun. I just don't understand. Keep the 25 to the 25 normal, but why there isn't a moat from 25 through the back of the end zone to the 25, a 10-yard moat around the field, so when players went out of bounds, they had to fall into the moat. Player safety, you don't fall on the hard ground, you don't run into walls, and it's entertaining to the fans.
Where did this come from?
I had this thought today, that there should be a moat around the end zone and then in the 25.
Vitamin D.
No alligators in it, though, because then it would be dangerous. We're player safety here.
Would be a real shame if any NFL guy could throw the ball as far as this high school kid.
Unbelievable.
What a huck by this kid. Would be a real shame if this kid doesn't make it to the NFL. There's a lot of opportunity for this kid to fuck up his entire life in college and high school when you're that talented, that young. Would be a real shame if this kid isn't the greatest quarterback of all time with an absolute hose.
He was showing off, too. There was no need for him to throw the ball that far.
The kid was wide open because he was staying in his own area code on the other side. It was unbelievable.
If you can throw it that far, though, throw it that far.
For sure.
It would be a real shame this weekend if the Jaguars humbled old Patty Mahomes. That'd be a real shame.
Be a real shame if you hammer the over on the Chiefs. I think that's going to happen in Jacksonville this weekend.
Maybe we talk about that tomorrow. Quick picks.
Oh, that's a Thursday. Be a real shame Julian Edelman comes back and he's out of shape because he wasn't training like Jameis Winston was with those high scores. It'd be a real shame if that's the case.
Yeah, it would be tough.
Real shame.
That'd be tough. It would be a real shame if you lived in like Arizona and San Francisco and like you only had to watch San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals this weekend.
The local game.
And that was the only game you could watch. It'd be a real shame if you had to watch 49ers Cards this weekend.
Think about all would be a real shame to be a 49ers fan, by the way. John Lynch comes in, you sign your undefeated quarterback.
McKinnon gets hurt before the season starts.
They pay him, they pay Jimmy G. Oh, Niners faithful, we're back, Levi Stadium. And it goes with the knee gone, bang, porn star date, bang, bang, boom, it's all over, back to being the 49ers of recent. Be a real shame.
Would be a real shame if I had to watch a 48-45 Falcons-Steelers game this weekend. That'd be a real shame.
Do you think you're going to die possibly one of these Steelers games?
It'd be a real shame if my heart couldn't handle it, a 48-45 Falcons-Steelers game, because that's what it's going to be. You could hammer that over.
Diggs got a bad heart, by the way. Kid's got a bad
Also,
heart.
it'd be a real shame if defense was dead. I watched that Rams-Vikings game the other night, and it was exciting. Like, there was a lot of points were scored, but there was not one fucking stop. I was like, can we get a stop?
It's like Pro Bowl.
It'd be a real shame if defense was dead.
Feel like it's the Pro Bowl, NBA.
I know.
Almost. A lot of people making a lot of money playing defense too.
I know.
Be a real shame if the game of football just disappeared and the only thing left was comedic sports documentaries to watch. Next Wednesday, October 10th, Pat McAfee, professional baseball player, will be released. $5. Pre-order October 7th, $3.33. When you buy the documentary, you are entered into the greatest raffle of all time, the GROAT. Would be a real shame. That tweet you said about not enjoying football anymore was electric.
It's true, man. It's 4 hours of heart attack. It sucks. I hate watching football.
I love it.
I mean, I do, but I hate it. It's a real love-hate relationship. Tomorrow, quick picks. Be a real shame if you missed those and didn't put all your money into Mybookie.ag. Promo code PAT, 100% match up to $1,000.
Would be a real shame if you didn't subscribe, like, and comment on this, because best comment on this video wins some free merch.
Huh.
Must be a subscriber to win.
Not only are we giving you the greatest documentary / raffle of all time, we're giving away free merch. All you gotta do is comment.
By the way, we're not the greatest documentary. There's a lot of others that are a lot better.
People are saying it.
People are saying we're the greatest comedic sports documentary.
Yeah.
Not, there's a couple
They
of big,
get it.